So I think the last time we were making this announcement, it was Christmas Day, and we just hit 50,000 subscribers, and we said, I don't know, maybe we can get to like 100 by the end of the year or something. I mean, I said 1 million, but I meant 100,000, and it's been 5 months.
Yeah.
And we have doubled the number of people since the last time we made this announcement, and that took us 5 years. So
it was more than 5. It was like 6 or 7.
Okay, right, yeah, I mean, yeah, because like the channel just turned like 10. We didn't start posting videos, so it's like we're solid 7 years in to White Lightning, to Quubby being a thing, but like half of you came in the last 5 months, and that's incredible, and I don't understand, and yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
We did it. We hit 100,000
subscribers,
which is an insane number of anything.
That is a 1/10 of a million.
Wow.
Wow, it is.
That is a 1/10 of a million, and it's 98,814 people more than I think we deserve, probably.
Also, if you go look up pictures on the internet of 50,000 people, you will be amazed that it is double the amount of those people.
That is a crazy amount.
I did that once. It was a lot of people, and then it is now double because I did that back when you had 50,000,
right.
And then I sent you pictures.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, 50,000 people.
I still remember doing, it was actually like just a little bit over a year ago that it was 10K week.
Right, yeah, that was crazy too.
Span almost, we're celebrating this annually.
So my marker for this number is, like, ancient Rome at its height, about 1 million people. We have a 1/10 of ancient Rome.
Huh.
Oh my god!
Watching us.
That's
and
amazing!
The city.
Wow.
That's
pretty great.
Last time I was going to Ireland when we were hitting 10K, so I think we should go on a trip overseas now.
That's a good idea.
Also, I maybe need to leave the country real fast for no reason.
I think the appropriate thing to say is thank you all so very much for coming and subscribing to us and watching all of our ridiculous videos.
And for those of you who are just getting here, thank you too.
Yeah.
Like, even though you haven't
thanks for just now joining us and continuing to make our community even bigger and more awesome.
If you said, hey, I bet you they've been working on it a long time, and they've done the slow, steady climb up through the 70s and the 80s and the 90s to get here, and I'm sure it's worth it. Well, we'll try and make it that way.
I still remember being at a job and going like, you know what? I'm gonna try this for 1 year so that at the end of the year, if it still doesn't work, I can at least be like, I tried it like to my fullest extent, and I could move on happily. And
I was not that way. I was saying we need to do weekly videos because I need to be a millionaire movie producer, because otherwise I'm going to die in a gutter and my poetic genius will be unappreciated by anybody.
2.5 years later, we have 100,000 subscribers, which is freaking ridiculous, and we're going to get like a cool plaque and probably secret access to like special YouTube clubs where they still continue to not pay attention to us.
Wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to have ads or something, right? Why don't we get YouTube Red? Shouldn't we get YouTube? Why don't we do that?
People have YouTube Red and we get money off of that somehow. I don't actually know.
I know, but I wanted so I don't have to listen to.
Rest assured, things that will change. We will keep making bigger and better things. And
that's not changing. That's the same thing.
Crazy thing. No,
you can't say things that are going to change and then say we're going to keep on. Grammar doesn't work that way. Well, grammar does. Semantics don't.
Big things, series and stuff. We have like big things, things that won't change. We will continue to not be good at YouTubing. But you guys keep subscribing to us anyway and keep like donating on Patreon, and you're amazing because of that.
And next time we do this, we'll have Ethan here, we promise.
So the actual important part of this video, this is the announcement for 100K week.
Woo! That's what we should start with.
Right, yeah, this isn't it. We're not just doing this for 100,000 subscribers because that would be really lame. We have an entire week planned out, assuming
it's just me talking to the camera with nobody else.
How awesome would it be if we didn't actually hit for some reason it just like slowed down.
Oh my god.
Start losing subscribers.
We have a whole week coming out. We've got like several like surprise sketches and like little.
Well, not anymore.
Well, okay, they're not surprised. We have several sketches as normal, along with like special community comments and a few other things in the middle of the week when normally nothing comes out, which are like just special little vignette feature videos that we decided to do for celebration.
They all seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yes, it's a different video every day rather than like a mini-series like last time. And then the
Okay.
following Monday we have an even bigger like celebration sketch. That's like the grand finale. So it's actually going to be 6 days worth of stuff, not just 5. I think that basically covers everything though. Tune in next week to see all the cool stuff, and thank you so much again for getting us to this point and for spreading the word. All of everybody who's like helped contribute to the community and done subtitles and the wiki page and the
tropes
TV
page
tropes
and just paying attention to us actually pretty cool. At all, it's super weird.
Thank you so much to everybody on our Patreon page, because of that we're able to do this full time, or I'm able to do this full time at least, and then spend more time convincing everybody else to do it with me. So it's been amazing, and I'm super excited for everything else that's going to come afterwards. So thank you very much. I can keep saying that over and over, and it won't ever be enough. So
Hey, Door Monster.
I guess
You're pretty good.
we'll see you on Monday with day 1 of 100K week.